door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Down to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Fouled out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good!
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
And a good Thursday evening from the Shield Center on YourLiveEvent.com. This is the EDC Girls Basketball Tournament where we have 2 games left on tap. First, between the number 1 seed and the Fargo Davies Eagles going up against the number 4 seed and the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. Fargo Davies won with an 87-37 win over West Fargo Horace. Fallon Pazanante able to finish with 24 points and 3 threes in the win for the Eagles. Well, Brenna Dick had 21 points, 5 rebounds for Cheyenne in the Mustangs' 61-48 win over Fargo Shanley. Still to come, Red River and West Fargo. And the loser of this game will play North in a state qualifier on Saturday morning at 11 a.m., while the winner will advance to the EDC Championship and the state tournament. The EDC Championship is 6 o'clock, and that'll be on Saturday night here on YourLiveEvent.com. For West Fargo Cheyenne, in their program's history, they're looking a win here will give them their first ever EDC Championship appearance, while for the Fargo Davies Eagles, they won it in 2022, won it in 2021, and won it in 2020. Davies has won 3 straight here for the Eagles. The Eagles 20-1 on the season, Cheyenne at 14-8. We'll take a quick break. We'll continue after this here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position; CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you; Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position; and RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
The Fargo South Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They're grateful for the current corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Craftwell, Midco, and First International Bank, for their continued support. The mission of the Bruin Booster Club is to support students' ability to participate in all kinds of South High activities, while promoting school spirit, encouraging parent and community support for the Bruins. There's still time to become a member. Check them out on Facebook or search the Fargo South homepage for more information.
If you love Bison football like I do, you're going to love this. The Bison credit card from First Western. People ask me all the time, how did you get that? Easy. I'm a fan.
Introducing the Bison credit card, featuring cashback rewards and no annual fee. Only available at First Western to all credit-approved Bison fans.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, Chase Miller alongside with Mr. Olson, Trevor, and Mr. Funk. That's Reggie up running the camera as we take a look at this matchup between the Eagles and the Mustangs. Davies swept in the regular season, winning 77-48 on December the 9th at Cheyenne, and then upended West Fargo Cheyenne 82-43 in their last meeting on January 31st. And the old adage is it's tough to beat a team 3 times. We talked about that in Game 1, Game 2, and we're going to talk about it again here in Game 3, Trevor. But what is a player or what's something right off the jump here that you're going to be watching out for from both sides of you between the Eagles and the Mustangs?
I think you look at Fargo Davies, it's hard not to talk about Ashton Stefanski and what she does offensively, defensively. Probably some of the quickest hands in the state, guarding the ball as it gets brought across the timeline, stealing, harassing point guards the whole game. And then you look at the two guards that come after her, Carly Franks and Fallon Passanante. Both can just light it up in a heartbeat. As soon as they walk in the gym, they're hot. Just a balanced attack from Davies. And then you look at Cheyenne, two kids that don't often get enough credit for what they do, and Peyton Breidenbach and Brenna Dick. Both of them are two of the best guards in the state. I think we're going to have a very fast-paced, high-tempo game, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
It should be. We hope to be. So West Fargo Sheyenne at 14, and again, looking for a win. They've never played in an EDC championship, so a win, that would be a program's first. Well, for Fargo Davies, taking a look back at the Eagles here, 3 straight years that they've made it to the EDC championship game and won it. They're trying to do what Shanley did from 14 to 17, and that's win 4 straight EDC championship games for the Deacons at that particular point. The Eagles at 20-1 on this season, the Mustangs at 14-8. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into our player profile. That is next.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
Promo is a brand-boosting, swag-selling, creative promo agency.
We provide the highest quality screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products to organizations that want to build and strengthen their brand. GoPromo also provides custom pop-up stores to manage orders, payments, sizing, and more online. With locations in West Fargo, Bismarck, and Hope, we have you covered. Go to justgopromo.com or follow us on social media. That's justgopromo.com. Consider it branded.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
As we're back here on YourLiveEvent.com, Fargo Davies and West Fargo Sheyenne. It's the Eagles and the Mustangs. From a program point of view here, Trevor, and I'm not to keep berating the point, but a team that's never played in the EDC championship, a team that's been around now for about a decade here, Maggie Manson, they've had some really good players. What would it mean for West Fargo Sheyenne to get over that hump, punch their ticket to state, which they've been before, but they've never been as a 1 or 2 seed from the East?
It's a statement win, statement punch for Coach Wingenbach, that's for sure. He's done a great job since he's taken over, but it just further cements that he was the right guy for this job when it opened up.
Now on the opposite side for Coach Tony Safransky, is it the old don't break what's not broke, which is just really good players, really good athletes, and get up and down the floor?
Man, I don't think, and I'm not saying this, I don't have any bias, but when I say this by any means, I don't think Tony gets enough credit for the job she's done this year. You look at returners, you have Carly Franks and Ashton Safransky, but you look at the kids they lost last year, the seniors they graduated, the huge pieces they graduated, and they're still at that same point at the top of the EDC, one of the top teams in the EDC. It's just very impressive.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, starting lineups and the opening tip. That is next.
Home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes of weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of All L8 models on June 28th, World of All Us Sprint cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NRA Late Model Special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools. As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com as they get ready for the starting lineups and the opening tip here between the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs and alongside the Fargo Davies Eagles. Cheyenne trying to beat Fargo Davies for the first time this season, while the Eagles trying to look for the regular season and into the tournament season sweep here on this Thursday night. Let's go to Patrick Thiel across the way for our starting lineups from the public address announcer here inside the Shield Center.
Starting lineups for both teams in alternating order. For the Mustangs at guard, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Peyton Breidenbach. For the Eagles at guard, a 5'7" junior, number 20, Ashton Safransky. For the Mustangs at guard, a 5'9" junior, number 25, Brenna Dick. For the Eagles at guard, a 5'8" junior, number 3, Carly Franks. For the Mustangs at forward, a 6' senior, number 14, Carson Sanders. For the Eagles at guard, a 5'8" freshman, number 5, Fallon Passanante. For the Mustangs at forward, a 6'2" senior, number 5, Maya Metcalf. For the Eagles at forward, a 5'10" senior, number 22, Ashley Wacha. And for the Mustangs at center, a 6'4" freshman, number 10, Cora Metcalf. And for the Eagles at center, a 6'2" senior, number 34, Macy Wielden. The Mustangs are coached by Kenan Winningenbach and assisted by Tony Herder, Morgan Milbrath, and Kiera Free. The Eagles are coached by Tona Safransky and assisted by Barry Anderson, Justin Undum, Zach Hochhalter, and Kenley Mankey.
Those are, again, our starting lineups with Patrick Thiel here, Fargo Davies, and West Fargo Sheyenne on YourLiveEvent.com as we get ready for Game 3 out of 4 here from the Shield Center. Our officials here in this one are Spencer Halverson, Connor Dunn, and Brandon Shieldberger as well for our 3-man officiating crew. And Trevor, I know officials always kind of get a certain rap, but I thought the first 2 games were really clean, easy. And it also helps when, basketball players are 3 months into their season instead of, early December where it's like coming from volleyball or coming from their fall sport. As much as the games have been fun, officiating has been clean. The coaches have been great. Fans have been good from what I can tell in here. So it's been a fun day inside the Shield Center.
Oh, exactly. And talking officiating, I think the biggest thing we look for, especially this time of year, is consistency. Coaches are fine if it's a consistent physical game, consistent clean game, just as long as it's consistently called, and that's what we've had so far today.
Opening tip slated for 5:35, and it's going to be up and 1 here by West Fargo Sheyenne as you have Metcalf in the center circle against Macy Wielden. The Stangs out in their blue uniforms with orange numerals and lettering with Cheyenne across the front will go up against this man presser defense. Carson Sanders pick and pop action to Metcalf off the mark, no good. Ball's going to stay in play though for Breidenbach. Peyton right wing, she wants a 3 and she buries it. Second chance opportunities, and Peyton Breidenbach delivers from the right wing. Fargo Davies clad in their white uniforms with that cardinal or that maroon looking color. Eagles across the front outlined in gold. West Fargo Sheyenne right now really jumping the passing lanes on this zone defense. Franks on the inside, Wielden finds Safransky, left wing, answer 3, can't get it to go on a rebound underneath to Carson Sanders.
different look from Sheyenne to start when I was seeing them play a whole lot of zone. So
left-hand side, that'll be now for West Fargo Sheyenne as it goes to the top here for the Mustangs. Left-hand side. With it now will be Franks as she hits the deck hard, as this will be a jump ball, and the arrow is going to be appointed to Fargo Davies. Kenyon Wingemach, the head coach for West Fargo Cheyenne, second year, while Coach Safransky coming in for Coach Jacobson, and just kind of keeps the ground running here for Fargo Davies, particularly what they've been able to do the last couple of seasons. High post touch, watch it, 13-footer, good. Nice movement there for the Eagles.
And that's Davies' benefit. They have so many different ways they can attack you on offense. You have all the guards we know about. Then you have Wacha and Wielden on the inside that both bring different looks.
Now the other way is going to be Ashton Safransky. Safransky in transition. There's a reach and foul. This will be on Peyton Breidenbach, her first and the team's first. As right now is 16:23 left in the first half on your United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. It's the Mustangs up by 1. Safransky top of the key, and kind of looks like an amoeba zone defense here for the Mustangs. Trevor really jumping the passing lanes, and Davies are now finding their way. So that first pass, it looks like we're almost going to see a trap on the wings a little bit on this defense with Coach Wingenbach.
Exactly, and like this is a conversation me and Coach Wingenbach had months ago, almost beginning of January. Is that a team like Davies, you just want to not let them get comfortable, just continue to change up the looks.
Jumper on the way on the runner here by Fallon, off the mark by Pazanante. West Fargo Cheyenne right-hand side of Carson Sanders. Sanders lost it on her way up, stays with the rock. Left wing, jumper, baseline. Can't get it to go for the Mustangs there with Cora. Make that Maya Metcalf, and a rebound here to Safransky. Ashton in the front court. Wacha right now playing on that high post. Wacha, nice bounce pass to Wielden. Left-handed layup for 2.
And you look at a player like Wacha at 5'10", 5'11", range, long, athletic, perfect kid to stick in the middle of the zone offense.
The winner of this game moves to the EDC Championship on Saturday night at 6 o'clock, while the loser of this game moves to morning basketball, 11 a.m. on Saturday, where a Fargo North Sporting team awaits, who had 13 threes in their win over Wahpeton earlier today. Ball's going to be out of play, and then we'll have a foul before then. This will be with Cora Metcalf as the foul comes in, her first and the team's second. So in the opening couple of minutes here, Trevor, and I don't want to jinx ourselves because we've had such compelling action here today, but kind of reminiscent of Game 1 and Game 2, back and forth, both teams kind of finding their rhythm. Neither really came out from the jump and got on like an 8-0, 10-0 run, so to speak.
And it's what we talked about earlier on in this game, on this day, this first day in the shack. Teams are just getting the nerves out, trying to get a feel for the court.
Brenna Dick, nice find to Maya Metcalf, unable to finish. Rebound comes down to Franks. Franks, a little hesitation and a good D by Brenna, kind of jumping the lane there a little bit, and a turnover. Nice crowd slowly filing in today. Expect to see more through Friday and more through Saturday here inside the Shield Center of this EDC Girls Basketball Tournament. Also this year, if you're a basketball fan, stay in Fargo. Class A tournament is a week from today, both at the Fargo Dome and here at the Shield Center for the Super A. And last year of the Super A as we know it, at least for the short term, Trevor.
Like we talked about, it's going to be very interesting next year, just different.
3 classes, left-hand side, Metcalf. This one, 3, left wing, off the back of the rim, no good. Maya, rebound coming out to Ashley Wacha. Safransky in transition, open as Frank, stop, pop, 16-footer, unable to make it go down, but a rebound here for Fallon. Pazanante lost it off her left heel, then trying to throw it off of Brenna. Dick will get the steal. Other side goes to Breidenbach. Nice ankle cross to the rim, off the window, no. Metcalf with the rebound, and we're going to have a foul before the and one after the board with Cora. We'll see who the foul is on this, and this will come across. And this will be on Wacha, her first and the team's first. If Ashley Wacha sounds familiar, well, her sister Riley was an awfully good basketball player for Fargo Davies and eventually went to the University of Mary. Ball gets inbounded. There's a deep 3 by Brenna off the back tab. No. Rebound here for the Eagles with Wacha. Brenna can hit those. It's when she makes the first one, Trevor, that she becomes that much more dangerous.
Oh, exactly. You got both guards on both sides of the teams that can just launch from range here.
Ashton wanted a Harlem Globetrotter 4-pointer right there, it seemed like. Again, the high school to college range 3, and we've seen a lot of them being shot from 21-9 and plus.
All I have to say is Ashton, last time we had them, hit a shot from the 10-foot line to close out a half against us, so she can pull it from there.
Ripping it through here is going to be Peyton Breidenbach, and she tries to rip it up and in, and Connor Dunn's going to call a foul here. Peyton will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That will be a Macy Wielden, her first. Second for the team is taking a collective breath is going to be Breidenbach, a 63% free throw shooter. So far, just one field goal for Cheyenne. That's with Breidenbach, while Fargo Davies led by the 2 of Watch and the 2 of Wielden. Free throws up and good. What have you liked from this game from a Mustang point of view early to not, fall behind early in this game and kind of find your footing for the Cheyenne Mustangs here, Trevor?
Well, for Cheyenne, you're finishing possessions on the defensive end, which is critical against Davies. You cannot give a team that's this skilled second or third chances ever if you want to sustain a game.
With it now, after the miss, tied at 4 apiece here between the Mustangs and the Eagles. Safransky brings up the front court. One thing you don't want to do with Davies is allow Ashton to get a steal and score, because that is where their bread is buttered this season. Watch it, gives it to Safransky. Safransky also has double-double and triple-doubles this year, but off the steals and assists and points. Wielden on the inside, out of play. Good hands here by Cheyenne on the inside as both teams will make a couple of substitutions. Mariah Burian will check in here for Fargo Davies, as Fallon will check back in as well quickly. Far West Fargo Cheyenne, Caitlin Haas, a 5'8 senior averaging 4 points, will check in. Full court pressure defense. Fargo Davies gets back in that man pressure. Metcalf, 3-pointer, got it! Maya Metcalf with the triple.
That's definitely one kid if you're Davies. You do not want to get comfortable in this game.
And if she starts comfortable, that's an inside-out presence, too, on top of it. Carly Franks, nice bounce pass, interior, Macy Wielden. Wielden's got 4.
Great find there from Passanante.
Other side now for West Fargo Cheyenne. Caitlin Haas gives it to Metcalf. Metcalf wants the answer off the window. No on the left-handed shot. Rebound Safransky. Outlet chasing it down is Mariah, but kind of lost it while she was trying to grab it. Took an extra hop and a turnover here on the Fargo Davies Eagles. On our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, it's a 1-point lead here for West Fargo Cheyenne. And a reminder, this game is brought to you in part by the North Dakota High School Activities Association, your live event and wholesale telephone company, and has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the NDHSAA. Shot's going to be off the mark, and ball will be awarded to Fargo Davies. And we have a timeout here for Coach Kenyon Wingenbach. We'll break as well. A 1-point edge for the Mustangs.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
Hi, this is Steve Dalen from Piper's Auction and Realty. We have an excellent auction featuring 425 acres of great cropland located in Cass County, North Dakota. The Nelson Family Cropland Auction will take place at the Governor's Inn, Castleton, North Dakota, starting at 3 p.m. on March 14th. This will be a live and online auction. High-quality cropland near Arthur, North Dakota rarely hits the open market. Don't miss this sale. For questions, call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Hey fans, a reminder, with the snow outside in the last week, you're probably ready for summer. Well, get ready for summer with the 10 best days of it at the Red River Valley Fair from July 7th through the 16th. You can get your gate admission at the door or go online to redrivervalleyfair.com and buy your tickets in advance and save online. Everything from Dan and Shay, Shinedown, Jelly Roll, Leonard Skinner, and more. It's the Red River Valley Fair July 7th through the 16th, and Flow Rider will be making an appearance. 3-pointers off the mark. Rebound comes down to West Fargo Cheyenne and Brenna Dick. Dick in transition. Oh, nice cross on Safransky. Unable to finish. Rebound, though, by Metcalf and a block by Wielden. Other side here for Fargo Davies as they bring it in now with Brooke Everson. Playing the top of this zone is Hawes and Dick right now here for Sheyenne. Safransky, right-hand side of the baseline. Fallon gets her shot off from 10 off the iron, and Maya Metcalf gets the rebound. The length right now of Sheyenne is providing some problems both from a shooting and passing lane point of view. Caitlin three-pointer is going to be long and will be tied up with.
And it's like we talked about, we're not used to Cheyenne playing this much zone, so Davies probably wasn't ready for this coming in.
So something where you got to change a little bit and find a way to slow down an Eagle team that's averaging 84 points per game, for crying out loud. Inside is Brenna Dick for 2. That's going to be her first 2 points of the evening. She averages 20 a game. And West Fargo Sheyenne with their largest lead on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. 3 for Palin off the front iron, no. Ball out of play and towards West Fargo Sheyenne. The Mustangs averaging 67 while defensively giving up 58. The least amount of points Cheyenne scored this season, 2 Davies, and the most they've given up, also 2 Davies in the same game when they played on the 31st, where Davies won 82-43, but we're not seeing any of that here in the opening 8 minutes, Trevor.
Another different defensive look from Davies. That's one thing they've done well, is they're going to continue to change up for Cheyenne too. So
Brenna gets cut off by Everson. Double team comes. Cheyenne goes back to the left-hand side. Dick with the left pocket. 3! Splash City! That shot is pretty. Brenna Dick now with 36 triples on the season. Frank's going the other way with the runner. Can't get it to go, and I've been telling you what, one and done has been the theme here from a Mustang defensive point of view.
That's what you have to do against a team like this. You cannot let them get second chances.
Hayden Breidenbach dishes. Maya Metcalf triple, rattling out no good, and a rebound underneath to Brooke Everson. Fargo Davies will bring this one in the front court as the Eagles handle it now with Everson. Right-hand side as this will be to Fallon. Fallon top of the key as we reverse it. Trying to get the shot off, unable to do so. To Mariah Burian, left wing. Franks, no. Ball's pinballed around, and this will stay with Fargo Davies. Eagles with the basketball with 2 seconds. They got to get the shot off. Wacha trying to beat the buzzer. Hits the right side of the rim, and good job by Everson chasing after it. Just ran out of real estate. Take a look at the scoreboard, and it's all Cheyenne right now on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard here, Trevor, in the last 3.5, 4 minutes. What has made Coach Wingenbach's team, when it was 7-6, 12:03 to now 12-6 at the 9:41 mark. What have you liked in the last 2.5 minutes from a Mustang point of view?
Well, from Cheyenne, like we talked about, we cannot let Davies get any second chances. It's been one and done from the start. They've been strong with the ball on offense, not letting Safransky get the steals and turnover points like she's known for doing.
Safransky picks up the foul there. So far, some early shooting numbers. No, none of them are going to hit the lights out. Cheyenne at 4 of 17 from the floor, while Davies is 3 of 14. The difference, Eagles 0 of 6 from beyond the arc. Cheyenne currently 3 of 8 right now from the land of 3. Mustangs bring it in the front court with Peyton. Breidenbach looking for the little pick and roll action with Metcalf. Shots off the mark, no, and we're going to have a jump ball as it's Safransky, who is 5'7", but she doesn't care what Cora stands at 6'4". For a second there, I thought we were going to break out the wrestling takedown move for a second.
I was waiting to see the suplex.
The Eagles and the Mustangs, you have West Fargo and Red River awaiting to finish out this day from the shack of the EDC Girls Basketball Tournament. Safransky right-hand side as the Eagles would give it back to Ashton. High post touch, Wacha inside Wheeldon. That's something we haven't seen a lot of. We saw it in the first 2-3 minutes, but we haven't seen it a lot since, and particularly when Wacha and Wheeldon are on the floor. That's been a nice combo play so far for the Eagles.
Exactly, like we talked about, Wacha's doing such a good job of finding space to get the ball on the inside of the zone defense.
Macy Wheeldon, a 75% free throw shooter, goes to the free throw line and misses the first. Free throw opportunity number 2 upcoming up here, as we'll have a substitution into the game. That will be Carson Sanders, the 6-foot senior forward. As checking out will be Cora Metcalf. Free throw opportunity number 2 upcoming here. Is off the mark by Wheeldon. Rebound, that'll go to Safransky. Safransky, right-hand side, that goes to Franks. Baseline, can't get it to go. Rebound underneath. That's going to be one for West Fargo Sheyenne. Mustangs able to get it to Breidenbach here. Right-hand side to Brenna. Dick lost it on the left-handed dribble. Eagles will get the turnover. Can Carly Franks go coast to coast? Oh, she gets cut off here by Breidenbach, and there's a steal and a foul. Really great hustle defense by Peyton, Trevor. And as we mentioned, whether it's an upset or this time of the season, you need to win those 50-50 plays. And Coach Safransky wants a timeout. We'll break with him. Timeout on the floor on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. It's the Stangs up by 6.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Out west, Minot High steamrolling Mandan 34-11 with 4:34 left to play in the first half. So far, Legacy and Century out in the WDA able to advance. Out in Class B, Central Cass able to win over Bowman County. They'll play rugby in the semis. Thompson playing later tonight at 6:30. Metcalf, little baby hook on the interior on the fadeaway, that is. Watcha gets the rebound. Watch in the front court, lost it on her way. Frank's trying to get the steal after the Mustangs rip it with Brooke Johnson. Johnson and the Mustangs got a number of players from that first ever state volleyball championship out in Bismarck. Metcalf back to Johnson, looking on the flex cut, nothing there now to Breidenbach. Peyton on the baseline. Peyton, left elbow, throws it almost off the face there of Maya. Payton gets the ball back, goes to the rim, gets by Safransky for 2. The senior playing awfully well with 6 points for the Mustangs.
Like we talked about, this is just storybook start for Cheyenne.
Where can Davies go? There's a batted ball by Johnson and a steal. Least amount of points this year for Fargo Davies, 49 at Red River, and they've been stuck at 6 for what feels like an eternity from an Eagle point of view. 3 by Brenna. Off the mark, rebound here to the Eagles, and we haven't said transition a lot here in this first half for Davies where they get a lot of points, Trevor.
Exactly, and part of Davies' transition is they start with a make, getting them into their press defense, which speeds things up and gets going the other end.
Long 2 on the way here with Scory. Quinn able to come off the bench and provide some offense for Coach Tona Safransky. Trying to be like Viola Sandstrom, who went off the bench with 10 points for Fargo North. Can she be the difference maker?
Well, it's just that time of year where you need to find something that's working, and you just have to keep going down the line if what has been working just isn't to start.
Quinn will pick up the foul on the interior here. That'll be her first. That'll be the team's 5th. For West Fargo Sheyenne, they'll make a couple of substitutions. Caitlin Haas will check into the game. Also returning is Elena Holder, the 5'10" senior forward. Elena averaging 5 points, 4 rebounds per game. Both have taken a timeout so far. As we're going to get a steal, and here's some transition opportunities now for the Eagles as they're looking to push up the floor to Safransky. Safransky gets in the paint, bounce pass to Wheeldon. Wheeldon on the inside, throws it up, partially blocked, and rebound underneath here by Maya Metcalf. Metcalf in the front court, leaves it right-hand side for the Stangs. It'll be to Caitlin. Haas got a little bump on the way. Left wing now, that'll be to Holder. Holder with the basketball here, and Davies by no means, Trevor, is playing bad defense. It's just their offense can't get going, and what is a 6-point deficit feels like a whole lot more right now.
Correct. It always starts to
deep 3 by Carson Sanders. That was an excuse me 3 because that was not the play design, but when the shot clock's going down, pull out the 24-footer. That's bringing like the 3-wood to a driving range. That's just not fair. Macy Wheeldon leaves it left-hand side, and there's a foul by Cheyenne. Probably a good thing because Franks had her own zip code on the left-hand side. The foul will come across Brenna Dick. Her first and the team's 3rd.
Coach Langenbach taking a deep sigh of relief there on that foul call.
Going back here, it was 7-6 Cheyenne at the 12:03 mark, and Davies hasn't scored in over 6 minutes of game action right now.
Before that Scarry baseline.
Before that. They just need something to find a little bit more rhythm. Well, that'll help. Fallon gets the and one. Hazanante with an and one opportunity. Backs gets good on that nice little slip. What did you like about that play from Fallon?
She let the defense come to her. They're going to fly out to her because she's a phenomenal shooter, but she took that extra second to see the defender flying out, gave him the shot fake, put the ball down, and got to the rim.
Free throw attempt is off the mark. Maya Metcalf is able to corral the loose ball here for West Fargo Sheyenne. A reminder, still got one more game to come between the Packers and the Rough Riders in the other EDC girls basketball semifinal. Then 4 games tomorrow for the boys side and 6 on Saturday here on YourLiveEvent.com. Metcalf looking for it, left-hand side. Oh, what a move, what a slip, and what a find. Give Brenna Dick 7. Maya Metcalf with the assist.
Those two are having a phenomenal start to this game.
2-man game, not so Stockton and Malone, but it still worked out pretty well here, Trevor.
Got that right.
Watch this from deep. Off the mark, rebound to Carson Sanders. 9 points here for the Mustangs is the advantage on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Can they balloon it up to double digits or more before the half? Well, if you're the Eagles, you want to put this one in the wash and rinse it out in the second half by trying to only remain down by single digits. Metcalf, 3, no. Rebound, 1 for Everson. And Fargo Davies leaves it left-hand side. Fallon taking a couple of dribbles to the baseline, gets the shot up, no. Rebound underneath, that'll be to Carson Sanders. Brenna Dick will work with it the other way. Good hands by Ashton Safransky trying to get the steal. Slows up the transition. Allows Fargo Davies to get back defensively. Carson with the 3. Well, now Safransky's going to lead a 2-on-1. Safransky bounce pass. Everson off the window. No, Safransky will handle it on the inside. Rips it through, gets the shot off. Can't get it to drop. And a board for Brenna Dick. Some nights it's not your night, and at least in the first half, it's not the night for Fargo Davies from an offensive point of view.
This is kind of bringing back the start of the Horace game earlier.
Horace and Fargo Shanley, 2 teams that ended up going toe-to-toe. The Deacons won by 8, 57-49, and there's a large foul on Safransky. She's trying to make something happen with her defense to offense, and that's going to be her second, and that'll be the team's 5th.
Her second personal 16th foul in the game for Davies, number 3.
Fargo Davies right now a 9-point disadvantage, and as much as you can say, yeah, you've missed some, but there have been contested shots. There hasn't really been a lot of open looks here for the Eagles as Brenna Dick knifes her way to the paint. No, Metcalf rebound. Dick with the opportunity, and Brenna with a second chance. Timeout on the floor. It's a full one here for Coach Safransky. Will break as well. The Mustangs up by double digits.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Chase Miller, Trevor Olson, Renji Funk with you here on this Thursday late afternoon into early evening. Make sure you go to United Savings Credit Union in and around the Fargo metro area with 4 locations, 2 in Fargo, 1 in Dilworth, and 1 in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Go to UnitedSavingsCU.org for more information. So after the second timeout, what is the message from Coach Tona Safransky here for Fargo Davies, Trevor?
I think first and foremost, you have to stop the second chance points from Cheyenne. They've calmed down on offense. They're getting the looks they want. Just continue to buy in. The shots are going to fall.
Davies looking for a 3. Watch it, rattles it in. That second chance points opportunities here for Fargo Davies as Fargo Davies has their first 3-pointer here of the contest.
And if you're Coach Wingenbach, you're just knowing that this run from Davies is going to come, ready to jump on a quick timeout or get ready to adjust quickly to when it comes.
Brooke Johnson leaves it right-hand side to Sanders. Ball gets skipped now to Maya Metcalf. Metcalf rips it through to Brenna. Dick with 5 seconds, high post touch. Sanders, shots will be off the mark. Good job walling her off there was Everson. And now the rebounds to Wacha. In transition goes Fallon. Pazanante to the rim, off the window, good for 2. There's a 5-0 run for the Eagles. Now you mentioned where are we going to see the run coming from? Well, it may be coming to close out the first half. Can Sheyenne withstand it? They build the lead to 11, now 5 straight for the Eagles.
You can't get content against a team like Davies. You have to continue doing what's been working and not give up on it.
Metcalf shot off the mark, rebound comes to Wacha. Eagles a bucket here, a chance to bring it back within 1 possession. This would do it. Fallon rattle it in. She's unconscious. It's an 8-0 run for the Eagles. Fallon with 7. Timeout on the floor will break as well. The Mustangs lead is trimmed down to 3.
If you love Bison football like I do, you're gonna love this. The Bison credit card from First Western. People ask me all the time, how did you get that? Easy, I'm a fan.
Introducing the Bison credit card, featuring cashback rewards and no annual fee. Only available at First Western to all credit-approved Bison fans.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
We've had a treat so far here today for 2.5 games. It's been wire-to-wire basketball, and we have it here in this one. Fargo Davies, after the timeout for Coach Wingenbach, gets the steal on the interior, throwing it up, and there's a hard foul. Maya Metcalf will get called for the foul. Her first, that'll be the team's 6th, as Fargo Davies will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 here on the way for the Eagles. Ryan Burian will be at the free throw line, a 47% free throw shooter. Free throw is up and good.
I saw her call it. I saw it.
We've seen a couple of, we saw a bank 3, and that's the first one on the bank free throw. We've seen a 5-on-4. We've seen a little bit of everything today. Second free throw attempt is off the mark. No, rebound to Carson Sanders. But Mariah kind of reminds me of Marissa a little bit with that shot from the side, and that was deadly for quite some time for Marissa for the Eagles.
You got that right. We were on the receiving, the benefiting side of that.
Peyton Breidenbach with the basketball, right wing. Davies defense starting to ramp up here. Brenna Dick on the baseline, finds a cutting Carson Sanders off the window, rattles in for 2. Good-looking move there on the way for Fargo Davies, and a really good high to low cut there for Carson.
Exactly. Great find, great finish.
2-3 zone continues for Sheyenne. They pretty much played it exclusively. Bounce pass across the way. Burian shot partially blocked off of Who, and I'll say it's off of Sheyenne. Winner of this game plays Saturday night at 6 p.m. in the championship. We'll find out who your all EDC team is, Coach of the Year, Senior Athlete of the Year, and more after the conclusion of that game. Brenna Dick able to finish for 2 points as she goes the other way. Brenna now in double digits with 11, and there's some transition for the Mustangs. Eagles, left wing, Fallon with it on the base, on the wing to the baseline now. Wacha, triple, rattles out, rebound. This will be to Maya Metcalf. Peyton Breidenbach will bring this one up the floor. Open here for the Mustangs. 3 on the way. Off the mark. Brenna Dick, though, gets the rebound. Put back off the window. Can't get it to go. Mariah Burian in the front court. Mustangs, largest lead at 11, trimmed down to 6 here. With it, it's going to be Fallon. Has to get it out of a double team. Finds Franks. Carly Franks now to Wacha. Wacha left of the key. Open, Franks, three-pointer, off the mark, rebound, comes down to Sheyenne. Coach Wingenbach calls out the offense with 7 with Brenna Dick. High ball screen comes. Brenna trying to get to the rim. Block shot by Wacha, and a good job by Wacha going straight up and not leaving her feet.
She's so good at that. She's so good at staying tall, using her length, using her athleticism to stay with guards, forwards, it doesn't matter.
Brenna, three-pointer block shot, gets it on the inside. Sanders can't get it to go, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. On the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, it's West Fargo Sheyenne 25, the Fargo Davies Eagles 19. Halftime is next.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Bank of North Dakota wants you to be confident when it's time to make student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident to calculate the maximum amount of student loan debt that is recommended based on your career choice. You can also learn how to apply for financial aid and get tips to cut education expenses. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident today.
As we take a look at our first half numbers here on YourLiveEvent.com, Chase Miller, Trevor Olson, and Reggie Funk with you. West Fargo Sheyenne in that first half of play, shooting 10 of 33 from the floor, 4 of 12 from the land of 3, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line with 23 rebounds. West Fargo Sheyenne currently right now with 3 turnovers. For Fargo Davies, 8 of 29 shooting from the floor at 29%, 2 of 12 from beyond the arc, or of 4 from the free throw line. 20 rebounds for the Eagles. And currently they have 9 turnovers here for Fargo Davies. Sheyenne on the individual numbers led by the 11 for Brenna Dick. 6 points on the way for Peyton Breidenbach. 5 here for Carson Sanders and 3 for Maya Metcalf. Metcalf with also 7 rebounds. Sanders with 5. Fargo Davies led by the 7 points of Fallon Pazanante with a made 3 as well. 5 points on the way here for Ashley Wacha. Wacha with 5. And then 4 for Macy Wielden. 2 points here for Quinn Scarry here for the Fargo Davies Eagles, as the Eagles right now are currently trailing it on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard 25-19. 7 rebounds for Ashley Wacha leads the floor for Fargo Davies. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll put a bow on the loser out games and get you set for what's to come later tonight as well. That's all still to come on our halftime show on your live event.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
You live life on the move. While you determine what direction that may be, we're here to help along the way. So go. Go with values. Go with friends. Go with support. Go with convenience.
Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes of weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of All Out late models on June 28th, World of All Out sprint cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NRA late model special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools. Let's recap what happened earlier today here on YourLiveEvent.com. Fargo Sheyenne with an 8-point win, 57-49 over West Fargo Horace. You had Hakim with 19 points, and Shorba had 17 points in the win for Fargo Sheyenne, while Fargo North end up Wahpeton with a 79-64 win, so we know at least one different team will be from the East this year after Wahpeton was a 4 seed last season. Fargo North with a 15-point win. Arden Faulkner, 21 points, 5 threes. The Spartans hit 13 threes in the game. Still to come, it's Red River and West Fargo High. That'll be at 7:15, about an hour or so from now. All right, Trevor, taking a look at the second half numbers here. Neither team has really stood out from an offensive point of view, been a more defensive-oriented game. But what are some tweaks or what are some changes as we go to the second half?
So both teams want to play fast, want to get a lot of shots off. The difference is you saw the run from Davies come and you saw him play a better finish to the half come when they slowed down and let the shots come to them instead of forcing the first open look they got. And you can still play fast by taking the right shots. But Sheyenne, on the other hand, they've ran their game plan to almost a perfect execution. They only turned the ball over 3 times.
Yep.
Getting their second chances, finishing up Davies' possessions with a one and done. They're doing exactly what you want to do. So if you're Sheyenne, you want to sustain this, keep changing up defenses, maybe look to change your defense up a little bit more to keep Davies on their toes and not let them get comfortable. And for Davies, you got to get back to that helter-skelter defense and taking the right shots that you're giving.
What's that line? Well, if you win, you punch your ticket to state number 1. You punch your ticket to the EDC tournament championship game on Saturday night number 2. If you lose, your season's not done, but you go on a win and you're in, you lose and you're done situation. So a win here tonight is awfully large.
And both these coaches I've seen that last game, nobody wants to play North right now after that showcase they just had before this.
Without question for the Spartans. It's a 6-point edge for the Stangs. We're back with second half action next inside the Shack.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position. CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you. Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position. An RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
The Fargo South Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They're grateful for the current corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Craftwell, Midco, and First International Bank, for their continued support. The mission of the Bruin Booster Club is to support students' ability to participate in all kinds of South High activities, while promoting school spirit, encouraging parent and community support for the Bruins. There's still time to become a member. Check them out on Facebook or search the Fargo South homepage for more information.
Back here for second half action on YourLiveEvent.com. West Fargo Sheyenne led by the 11 points of Brenna Dick, while for Fargo Davies, they were led by the 7 points of Fallon Paginante in the first half. What's at stake? Well, a win for Fargo Davies. It would be their 4th consecutive season getting to the EDC championship for a chance to win it, that is. Last time Davies failed to make the EDC championship game was 2019, where Devils Lake and Shanley were able to advance. While for West Fargo Sheyenne, it would be the first time ever in program history that they would play in the EDC championship. With the basketballs, Breidenbach to start our second half of play. I'm Chase Miller courtside with Trevor Olson. Thanks to Mr. Funk. That's Reggie running the camera for 4 games today. Metcalf turnaround jumper is short. Rebound to Ashley Wacha. Wacha in transition. Safransky backdoor on the fight. Oh, what a play to Fallon Paginante. No rebound. Macy Wielden can't go. And instead, it's going to be a armbar foul here for Davies. And that was almost textbook for the Eagles on getting that transition going. But just like we saw in the first half, they just can't get something to go inside the cylinder, Trevor.
And you know what? That's where if you're Davies right now, you're just clapping. It's the right shot. Those fall. You want to string more better shots than your opponent does this time of year.
Brennan Dick, little pick and pop action to Carson Sanders. Top of the key now for West Fargo Sheyenne. They'll handle it. Left-hand side, Peyton Breidenbach. Ball gets tapped around on the inside. Cheyenne double team with Metcalf. Sanders chases it down before it goes out of play. Peyton calls for a ball screen. We'll see if she takes it. She doesn't. Gets to the paint, throws it across the way, and we'll have a shot clock violation. Davies lives on defense. They only give up 49 points per game. It's been tough for teams throughout many years to score on Fargo Davies. But West Fargo Sheyenne, I tell you what, they're coming off a school record, 20 wins last season. They went 20-6, and they're not phased so far from the Eagles in this game, Trevor.
They came in focused. They had a mission. They had a job. But it's like we talked about. It's the hardest thing to do to beat a team 3 times.
Three-pointer by Safransky's no good. Rebound goes down to Metcalf, and she's going to be working on a double-digit rebound game here for Maya, both her and Cora, as this game continues. Top of the key now is going to be Peyton Breidenbach. Breidenbach pops a pass over to Carson. Sanders here for West Fargo Sheyenne, back to Peyton. Peyton, where does she go? Guarded here by Wacha. Peyton at the left wing, crossing over, takes a ball screen, back up top. This will go runner off the backboard for Maya. Metcalf can't get it to fall, and a rebound to Fallon. Fallon just a freshman. You have Carly Franks out there, a junior. Another junior making a nice slip to the Rick is Ashton Safransky, and that's her first point of the game.
Unreal to think about.
Ashton averages 20 points per game, was scoreless in the first half. Cheyenne's lead down to 4. They try to hedge on the screen. Peyton Breidenbach goes down the paint, and there's a foul with Wielden. So Macy's going to get called for the foul. That'll be Wielden second and the team second, but I know Ashton hasn't maybe shot the ball a ton here for Cheyenne, but the fact that she has 0 points at the half and she's only got 2 in the second half, and Davies is only down 4, Coach Tona Safransky would take it.
Oh, you bet she is.
Free throw is up and good for Peyton Breidenbach. Now 2 of 3 from the free throw line. What has Cheyenne done a good job of so far, limiting Safransky in the half court with that 2-3 zone?
Well, you talked about it, their length. You play that length in that zone, it almost feels like you're defending the whole court without even really moving, and they don't have to move a whole lot with that length. they're keying in on the guards, which is what you have to do, but it's also leaving the post on the backside open for a lot of these backdoor cuts, dump-off passes. So if the post for Fargo Davies continue to start making these shots, then it's going to be interesting.
Left-hand side as this will go now to the left of the key to Safransky. Ankle cross, Safransky, bounce pass. Oh, what a find. What a move to Ashley Watcha for 2. That's how you impact a game if you're not scoring. Just put it on a tee for someone, Trevor.
You got that right.
Right-hand side for Cheyenne. This will be now to Holder. Elena Holder, right wing to Carson Sanders. Sanders going to tiptoe the looks for the reversal. No. Rebound, put back. Can't get it to go as well here for Holder. It's loose underneath, and ball will be awarded here to Fargo Davies. The 1 seed versus the 4 seed and the 2 versus the 3. So far it's been chalk with the 5 Cheyenne, but then the 7 beat the 6 with Wahpeton. And can the lower seed win again here in this tournament?
Cheyenne extending the defense out a little further now just to change things up.
And they get the steal here as that's going to be Holder with that length, that 5'10", the senior forward on the edge there to get the steal. Left-hand side for the Mustangs. This will be to Sanders. Back to the top of the key. Peyton Breidenbach, 3 on the way. Hits the back of the rim. No, Macy Wielden skies for the loose ball. Who's going to score next? Left-hand side, Davies rips it through. Shot is up off the mark. Rebound. Toussaint for Metcalf will corral it. Cheyenne goes the other side of the basketball. Brenna Dick to the baseline here. Peyton Breidenbach, dribble, pull back, right wing 3 off the front iron and a board to watch. And as much as we want to talk about maybe the offense not clicking, as Coach Wingenbach wants a timeout, you got to credit the defense for both teams so far here tonight. Time on the floor. Cheyenne up by 4.
Bison football like I do. You're going to love this. The Bison credit card from First Western. People ask me all the time, how did you get that? Easy. I'm a fan.
Introducing the Bison Credit Card, featuring cashback rewards and no annual fee. Only available at First Western to all credit-approved Bison fans.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
4-point edge for the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs here on YourLiveEvent.com. And make sure you patronize all of our sponsors. Without them, we would not be here on YourLiveEvent.com for the EDC tournament. We're 2.5 games in out of 14 this weekend here from the Shield Center, and then we're right back on the dial for Class B basketball. Region 1 going to be down in Wahpeton next week, while Region 2 boys will be at the Betty in Grand Forks. That'll start Monday, barring Mother Nature. Ball gets tipped. Franks will stay with it at the right wing free throw line extended. Back to Safransky. Safransky finds Carly. Franks wheeled in, posted up on the inside. Franks with a nice move, but the length there, able to get a steal. They're almost just kind of baiting you into certain lanes here in that 2-3 zone, Trevor.
Well, it's almost, you want to say right there, just take the shot. Take the pull-up right there in the middle.
3-pointers off the mark by Holder, and that might be one, too, where if shots aren't dropping, you know, if you hit one or two like we saw with Arden Faulkner earlier, you were casting because you're in rhythm. But sometimes when you're not in rhythm, it's this little choppy part of the game that we're seeing for both teams right now.
What's the fun part about both these teams with all these guards in here, there's not one kid that's going to stop shooting ever.
And Fargo Davies gets the turnover. At the half, it was 25-19. West Fargo Sheyenne. So the defenses have been phenomenal without question. But it feels a little bit more like pulling teeth in this second half. We haven't found a flow because the ball's been out of play. Both teams playing really good defensively. We just haven't seen that up and down game like we saw in the first half, Trevor.
Exactly.
Bounce pass across the way. Macy Wielden gets there. Again, right to what we were talking about. Ball goes out of play. So it allows you to set up defensively, allows you to catch your breath, but we just haven't seen score for score for score like we have earlier in some of our other games.
To Cheyenne's credit here, it's been a sloppy start to the half, but they're staying positive. Nobody's getting down. They're not getting after each other yet.
Might it be first one to 45 wins? Watcha, right elbow, leaves it top of the key. Fallon, triple, can't get it to go. Macy Wheelman trying to get it underneath, and good job by Peyton, and a better box out there for Maya Metcalf to allow Peyton to get that loose ball.
And on your first to 45 comment, I can promise you both these coaches this time of the year are more than happy if their team has more points right now.
Inside Carson Sanders, she gets blocked by Watcha. But there's going to be a body foul here on Ashley. Her second, team's third. 2 shots here for Carson. Sanders, a 49% free throw shooter from the charity stripe, will be shooting 2 for the Mustangs. Free throw opportunity number 1's off the mark. I love basket mics, Trevor, by the way, so when we have a chance to utilize some of those throughout the tournament, we are going to do so, particularly in this situation.
I love it. Just caught me off guard a little bit.
Jeremiah Sem had a basket dunk that Joel Morgan called here last year, and let's just say the basket mics were perfect. So thanks to the NDSU athletic crew and those here at the Shack. Second free throw attempt is good.
Is there a better sound?
I've said it before. I'm a fan of basketball. I don't think so. Maybe if you hit the golf ball right on the money, or maybe you hit a home run in softball and baseball, that ping off the bat sometimes, or the wooden bat leagues.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm not the best golfer, so I don't know that perfect golf shot, and I sure as heck never hit any home runs in baseball or softball.
Wanting to hit a home run is Frank's right wing 3. That's going to be off the mark rebound, and it's just not Davies' night from the offensive side, and we haven't seen a lot of open jumpers that Corley just had. Cheyenne, Brennan Dick, left-handed shot, no rebound, put back, Metcalf, yes! Metcalf now with 5. On a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, the Mustangs building this one up to a 7-point edge. Still a lot of time left, but the sloppiness probably from Coach Tona Safransky is probably something that she doesn't like here in the last couple of possessions in the front court for the Eagles.
Well, I only know her for working with her for 2 years, but I can promise you she's ready to explode right now.
Cheyenne shooting 24% from the floor. Davies at 26. Turnovers are mounting, though. The Eagles right now with 12. The Mustangs with 7. And speaking of 7, come again. Metcalf now with 7. And the Cheyenne sideline erupts after Metcalf gets the steal. Timeout on the floor. Davies trails it by 9 on a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, and the Mustangs are rolling right now.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Go Promo is a brand-boosting, swag-selling, creative promo agency. We provide the highest quality screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products to organizations that want to build and strengthen their brand. Go Promo also provides custom pop-up stores to manage orders, payments, sizing, and more online. With locations in West Fargo, Bismarck, and Hope, we have you covered. Go to justgopromo.com or follow us on social media. That's justgopromo.com. Consider it branded.
Update from the West in Bismarck. Minot High up by 20, 59-39 over Mandan with 7:40 left to play in regulation. Right now, this is not the largest deficit, but it's one of them. Largest deficit for Davies is 11, but Mustangs might get there with a stop and a score. Safransky drives, and there's going to be a reach and foul before the pass. See if this is on Metcalf, and it might be on Maya, or is it going to be on the help? And it looks to be on the help. So Hannah Holder will pick up the foul, her first and the team's first, as Davies will slated to inbound it. This one, Fallon, left wing, free throw line extended to Safransky. Left pocket 3, and a block shot coming there. Safransky's passing across the paint. Maya Metcalf with the deflection. Hannah Herford into the game now for West Fargo Cheyenne. She's the one who picked up the foul moments ago, so pardon me. Hannah averaging 5 points and 2 rebounds for the 5'8 junior guard. Metcalf up top here to Brenna. Dick shoots the top of the key, 3 short. Kind of forcing her to say, hey, we're going to go under the screen. You don't always want to do that with shooters. But with how people are shooting tonight, maybe, Trevor, you're going to take your chances a little bit more going underneath the screen and giving up a 21-footer than hedging out or chasing someone to allow them to get to the rim.
And both these coaches will make that adjustment. They understand what's working and what isn't and what you have to take advantage of at times.
Davies, here comes a little check foul as Hannah Herford picks up her second in as many minutes, and that'll be the second team foul as well. As West Fargo Sheyenne will have Peyton Breidenbach and Brooke Johnson now into the contest. Fargo Davies, where can their offense come from? 5 points with Watch in the first half. She's got 7. Fallon Paginante with 7. They got scores, and they can hurt you in many different ways. But again, the defense to offense just hasn't been there tonight a lot for the Eagles. Jumper, no. Backside rebound. Brooke Everson, yes.
And it's like we talked about earlier. You know Davies is going to go on a run. It's just when is that going to happen here now?
As Fargo Sheyenne 14-8 on the season. Davies at 20-1. Their one loss is Red River, who's coming up next with West Fargo in our second semifinal. Sheyenne, nice little left to right, right to left cross by Breidenbach, and she can't finish. But Peyton with a heady move there for the senior guard, able to get her shot what she wanted, just drug the pivot foot enough for the turnover. Seen some really good moves, some good storylines throughout this tournament. I don't know if anyone's going to beat Viola Sandstrom, though, for Fargo North. Again, 0 points all season long, gets 10 off the bench in the second half for Coach Kaluza and the Spartans. Fargo Davies, Fallon, Pazinante, left wing 3, no. Rebound on the interior to Carson. Sanders in transition, they got numbers. Brooke Johnson going to the baseline. Crossing over is Brenna Dick. Brenna backdoor finds Carson. Right-handed shot, no. Metcalf rebound. Put back. Can't get it to go. Another loose ball, and there's the foul. I think Coach Safransky might have wanted a foul on the first rebound opportunity there by Metcalf. She'll pick up her second, team's third. As you take a look, sometimes you notice certain coaches at certain moments of wanting maybe a foul or wanting their team to do something, and we kind of saw that from Coach Safransky. Exactly,
And Coach isn't going to sit and whine the whole game for a call. She tries to get it to it. When she says something, it's meaningful. And
inside Everson, they're looking for the reach. Nothing is getting. Jump ball possession is going to stay with Fargo Davies. This one might be called a slobber knocker, or however you want to say it. Least amount of points scored this season for Davies is 49. The least amount of points for West Fargo Sheyenne is 43 in their last meeting on January 31. And I'm not sure that Sheyenne might get there, or Davies for that matter.
At this rate.
The foul is going to be on Brenna Dick, her second, team's fourth. You have 3 right now on Davies, 4 for Sheyenne, so you can still play aggressive here. You don't have to worry about the bonus at this point. Fresh 30 on a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. They leave it right-hand side, right pocket, 3 on the way. Rattle it in. Fallon Pazinante in double digits with 10. That'll put a spark on your side if you're Fargo Davies. But now for West Fargo Sheyenne, they've been playing with the lead throughout this second half. Where do they go? Metcalf on the inside, kick out to Johnson. Left wing now as they'll give it to the top of the key. Carson, right-hand side, skips it. Metcalf open. Maya, 3 for the answer. Off the front iron, rebound, gets to Maya. Brenna Dick, spinning, hanging, shooting, shot no, and a board to Wacha. A bucket to trim it to 1 possession. Wacha lost it for a moment, leaves it now to Wheel, then left-handed layup, no. Rebound underneath, and this one will go to Peyton Breidenbach. Breidenbach in the front court, left-hand side, open. 3! Tickles the twine for Brenna Dick. She's got 14. That's her first points in the second half. That was a missile 3, by the way, from the left baseline. Fargo Davies, Wacha, high post touch, Everson, and we'll have a reach and foul. Breidenbach or Brenna Dick, and this one will go on Breidenbach.
You know, coming into this game, we talked about officiating on the day, and while both coaches may be a little frustrated, it's been the same calls all the way through. The same consistent calls, and while it is frustrating, it's been the same the whole game.
Fargo Davies. Is it easier to say as a broadcaster than being a coach on the sideline here, Trevor, saying that?
100% easier to sit here and say that.
You don't have the rose-colored glasses sometimes, as they like to say. Wacha, free throw line, jumper from 12. A tough-looking shot for Ashley Wacha, future Minot State Beaver, now with 9. Right-hand side for West Fargo Sheyenne. Here goes Breidenbach, leaves it left wing. Back to the top of the key for Peyton. On the interior, Sanders. Sanders with the end one. Carson, how do you do? Sanders with 8 points. Basket's good. Carly Franks with her second and the team's fourth.
Carson Sanders at the line, shooting one.
Carson Sanders just has had a nice, consistent, steady game here today for West Fargo Sheyenne. Free throw is up and good. 9 points in the game for Carson, and then you take a look at the stats on top of that as well. She's got 6 rebounds. Safransky with a traveling violation the other way. Full court pressure defense continues. Cheyenne hanging on to a lead. They have not trailed in this second half. With it, other side, Brenna Dick, teardrop, no. Rebound underneath, Wacha. Davies with 11 points in this half, while Cheyenne currently with 13. Fallon Paginante now will give it top. The key is this will go to Safransky. Ashton dribbles to the right wing on the entry. They leave it top. Fallon, top of the key. 3-pointers off the front iron. Macy Wheeldon trying to get it, but the board goes to Carson. Again, Johnny on the spot here for the senior.
She's, again, senior stepping up, though. This is 2 games in a row.
Metcalf jumper, no. Rebound Wheeldon. Fargo Davies trying to get to the rim here with Safransky. Safransky, little Euro step. 1-2 off the window with the smooch. Safransky now with 4 points on the night. A much-needed bucket there for Davies, but they need to continue to do it on this side of the floor as well. Peyton Breidenbach slips it to Johnson. Oh, what a find on the cut there here for Brooke Johnson. And it all starts with Breidenbach, Trevor, getting to the paint.
Exactly. Paint penetration is always massive.
I have a foul here on Breidenbach. Payne's going to collect her third in the team 6. The Cheyenne faithful here tonight, they can feel it. They feel like, hey, we are 6:26 away from going to the first ever EDC tournament championship in program history for Davies. 3 consecutive years they've won this tournament, and last year they did it in fashion going away. Safransky, left-hand side of the baseline, Wacha. Watch on the left baseline out of Fallon. Paginante lost it for a moment, and there's a foul and bonus. Foul will come across here on Caitlin. Haas will pick up her first, team 7th, and the old adage, if you're trailing, find a way to get to the free throw line with the clock stopped, and Fallon, an 87% free throw shooter, at the line for the make one to get one. Fallon, free throw attempt is good. Second free throw attempt here for the 5'8 freshman guard, now with 11 points. Second one on the way. Is good. So Fallon goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Full court pressure defense. Safransky jumped the lane. Now it's to Brenna. Dick in the front court, left-hand side as she gets the ball back on a give and go with Holder. Nice backdoor find to Carson Sanders for the and one. Dick with the assist. Carson with the and one.
Great job from Cheyenne handling the full court pressure, staying within their system, and finding the open cutter.
Sanders with 11 points in this game, working on a double-double. Free throws off the mark. Rebound here for Safransky, and Safransky has numbers for the Eagles. Ashton, top of the key, will handle it. Zone defense continues here for West Fargo Sheyenne. This one goes to the top. That'll be in the hands of Mariah Burian. Left wing now to Fallon. Fallon tries to rise. Can't. Good defense by the Mustangs. Left-hand side goes Brooke Everson. Ball gets skipped, and here goes Brenna. Brenna Dick trying to finish with the transition score, and she's got it. The Mustang faithful are on their feet, and with 5:39 left to play, the Mustangs on a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard are up by 10.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes of weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of Outlaw late models on June 28th, World of Outlaw sprint cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NRA late model special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
Let's take a look at some of the numbers here in this game so far from a team standpoint. Cheyenne shooting 30% from the floor, same for Davies. Mustangs 5 of 18 from beyond the arc. Cheyenne is 3 of 19, plus 7 though for Cheyenne on the window. 8 turnovers for the Mustangs, 15 for Davies. Brennan Dick with 16 points, Carson Sanders right now with 11. Fallon for Davies with 12. Eagles after the timeout by Coach Safransky. With it, right-hand side, Fallon. Kind of caught in dead man's land now to Safransky. Ashton with 14 seconds, up and over to Franks. Baseline open, Fallon, this would be large. That's off the iron, rebound to Carson, her 8th board of the contest. One and done. We've said a lot today and give a lot of credit to Cheyenne's defense. Ball screen for Sanders, opens up the runner. Can't get it to go for Brenna. Rebound here to Wacha. And now the clock not on the Eagles' side. Fargo Davies needs to get to the free throw line or get something to go through the cylinder. Shot here by Safransky, no. And then we have a reach on the interior with Metcalf, gets the rebound. In West Fargo Cheyenne, you don't need to pull the Dean Smith offense out here for corners, Trevor, but you can be very selective with a 10-point lead right now.
But I can also promise you they're going to keep doing what they're doing.
3-pointers off the mark, no, by Caitlin. Rebound comes, and Ashley Wacha might have just got a little bit of a side elbow or possibly a forearm to the face, as they'll bring out the head athletic trainer here for Fargo Davies. As when Ashley was turning to go up the floor, they really didn't go too hard, so both teams will go to their bench right now with 4:29 left to play in regulation. It's West Fargo Cheyenne 44, Davies 34. Ashley Wacha, the good news is she's going to come off of her own accord here. Currently with 9 points in the game, a 3-pointer as well for the 5'10 senior. Short term, obviously, can she come back in the last 4 minutes with concussion protocol going to be put in place? Short term as well, would she be healthy for Saturday at this point? Because Davies hasn't been in a situation, if it holds, to have a state qualifier win or lose situation, Trevor, going into Saturday.
Just hope she's doing all right. You see a player stagger or step like that, it's always a little scary.
The loser of this game has Fargo North at 11 a.m. on Saturday morning to start our first of 6 games off from the Shack. Fallon, baseline, got it! Paginante now with 15 points to lead the floor here for the Eagles. She averages 16, and the Eagles are back within 7. How quickly can they get it to a one-possession game is the question.
They have all the potential and all the skill players to make it happen, but
Metcalf, baseline open, Brenna, answer, yes! Dick now with 7.5, 18 in the game. Left-hand side, Fallon, Paginante, ball. Gets cut off, finds Safransky. Safransky skips it, now to Franks. Franks with the basketball, free throw line, runner gets it. Here's some offense brewing now, back and forth. Franks, that's her first field goal of the game.
Quite a time to have it, too.
Back to 7. Cheyenne in the front court, left wing between the rings as they will handle it right-hand side down to Elena Holder. This one goes back to Brenna. Dick at the top of the key, shot clock down to 17. Coach Kenyon Wingenbach calls out the offense. This goes on the baseline, jumper, Brenna, got it! Brenna Dick, have yourself a night. She's got 21 to lead the floor. Her third 3 as well for Brenna Dick. Safransky, right wing, Fallon, Paginante. Fallon gives it back to Ashton. The deficit is 10. Ashton, right wing, a stagnant offense here for the Eagles. Everson looks for a ball fake, finds it. Franks, left pocket 3, they need it. Shot's gonna be off the mark, rebound to Cheyenne. And the Mustangs, a chance to keep another 30 seconds rolling off the clock. Safransky, though, says not so fast, let's get a steal. Safransky off the window, good for 2. Safransky has 6. Cheyenne Trying to avoid another steal here as Safransky almost hit our cohort here, Trevor Olson. Just make sure you got a lid on the soda. That's the big thing.
There. Here, I figured Ash was getting payback for something I said over the last couple of years.
Well, we didn't have any players run into the press box area in the Region 1 girls basketball tournament. The good thing is these have wheels, so they can kind of move with the player. Ball gets skipped. Carson Sanders back to Brenna Dick. Cheyenne can almost get it to the 2-minute mark. Brenna, three-pointer off the front iron. Rebound, though, and a fresh 30 for Peyton Breidenbach. Now does Davies have to start fouling here? Ball skipped. I'll go left-hand side to Holder. Holder gets the shot off. Can't get it to go on a rebound for Safransky. A bucket to make it a two-possession game. Safransky left-hand side with it underneath. Shot's going to be off the mark for Carly Franks. Rebound for Breidenbach. Make that Brenna Dick, and there's a foul. That'll be the 6th team foul. Franks will pick up her 3rd, and the next one will put Cheyenne into the bonus. So I go back to you, Trevor. Do you foul at this point, or do you allow Coach Safransky to call a timeout? We'll break as well, figure out what Coach Safransky wants to do when we come back on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools.
49-41 Cheyenne over Fargo Davies here on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay tuned to our post-game show where we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. We'll hear from that particular player with a post-game conversation, get to our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Play of the Game, and more. Said it was maybe first one to 45 might win. If that's the case, Cheyenne would do it, but still a lot of time left for the Mustangs to try to hold off the Eagles. Davies with no timeouts remaining. Cheyenne has 2, and, well, there was the answer I was wondering. How quickly do you do it? And right when it happened, Coach Aston Safransky said, yep, trying to extend the game and now hoping that Cheyenne doesn't hit all their free throws to close it out from a Davie point of view.
I had to take a look at stats during that last break. You see Cheyenne only have 8 free throw attempts to this point, so it's a good thought to have.
Free throw opportunity is good on the way for Brenna. Brenna now with 22 points. That last foul on Ashton Safransky, her 3rd. Both teams are in the 1-and-1 bonus from here on out. But again, Davies cannot stop the clock with timeouts. They have 0 remaining. Free throw opportunity number 2 for Brenna is good. 22 points, averaging 20 a game for the 5'9 senior, and she's been as advertised. 3 by Safransky, shot no. Rebound underneath for Fallon. She rips it out of the way. And the next jump ball to tie up would favor the Mustangs, and there's a foul. That one is not going to be one that Coach Wingenbach is going to like too much. Peyton's going to pick up her 4th, and it will be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Fallon. 15 points on the night for Fallon as Mariah Burian will check into the game. Why is this big? Well, Davies, the champs in 2022, 2021, and 2020. Free throw opportunity, good. Fargo Davies also take a look, and runners up in 18, runners up in 17, runners up in 15. They've been to the EDC championship a ton on the girls' side. Free throw is good for Fallon. Back to an 8-point game. There's a foul here. Mariah will pick it up, her 1st, team's 8th, and probably not the one you want shooting from a Davies point of view, but a Cheyenne point of view. Hey, a team leading 79% free throw shooter, and Brenna Dick, you can go to the line all night shooting 2. 23 points here for Brenna to leave the floor. Mustangs got the first one. As Fargo Sheyenne here, this will be their 4th, 8, and 10. So they've gotten 10 free throws here in this second half. And they've only missed 2 of them. 9 of 12 right now for the Mustangs from the free throw line. They can smell it with under 80 seconds to play. Safransky here at the top of the key. Ashton, little flare. They're coming up with it is Fallon. Fallon with the basketball, ankle cross, tries to get the shot off, unable to do so. Now to Brooke Everson. Everson in the paint, teardropper, no. Rebound to Carson. Sanders gets the rebound here for Cheyenne, and now the Mustangs just going to play a little keep away with under 60 seconds to play. Davies got a foul, and they do, and Brenna goes back to the line. Foul will be with Fallon. Her second, team's ninth. It's still a 1-and-1, but Brenna, 25 points in this game, and cat's out of the bag who our Enbridge Energy player of the game is going to be with how she was able to play here today. 7 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 assists. Now with 26 for Brenna Dick. Got to give a tip of the cap to Carson Sanders. 11 points, 9 rebounds. And how about Maya Metcalf? 14 boards here for Maya. Free throw number 2 is good. Brenna Dick now with 27. Fargo Davies in the front court. Ashton Safransky gets this one to go. Safransky now with 8 points all in the second half. West Fargo Sheyenne trying to have a new champion here, crowned in the EDC tournament, as they can hold on to this game. Foul is going to come on Brooke Everson. That'll be her first and the team's 10th. So here's a note for you. Since 2014, Davies or Shanley has been in every title game. That is going to be snapped in our final EDC tournament as we know it right now in terms of how Class A is, Trevor.
That's a really good stat. Good find.
Free throw is off the mark for Brenna Dick. Shanley owned it for quite some time, 14, 15, 16, 17, and in prior years to that as well. Davies winners in 18, 20, 21, and last season, but we're going to have a new champ this year with this result. Red River and West Fargo await the outcome of this one. Safransky pullback 3, can't get it to go. Rebound coming down to West Fargo Cheyenne, and now the Mustangs are bringing it up the floor as they handle it right-hand side, and ball will be out of play into the Mustangs.
Go ahead.
Mustangs will go to 15-8 on this season, while Davies will drop to 20-2.
Just a phenomenally executed game plan from Cheyenne, start to finish.
It really was. Davies really never had much of a lead when they had it. And give credit to Cheyenne, Trevor. They were up by 6 at the half. They never relinquished a lead in the last 18 minutes. For the first time in program history, West Fargo Cheyenne is heading to the EDC Girls Basketball Championship. (56-45) is your final. West Fargo Cheyenne is heading to the EDC Championship. Our post-game show is coming up next. Davies will play North on Saturday morning in a state qualifier. We're back after this on your live event.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
Hi, this is Steve Dalen from Piper's Auction and Realty. We have an excellent auction featuring 425 acres of great cropland located in Cass County, North Dakota. The Nelson Family Cropland Auction will take place at the Governor's Inn, Castleton, North Dakota, starting at 3 p.m. on March 14th. This will be a live and online auction. High-quality cropland near Arthur, North Dakota rarely hits the open market. Don't miss this sale. For questions, call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family owned and farmers first.
Join us now on our post-game show for the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. That's Brenna Dick as Brenna takes a look at her stat line here. Playing all 36 minutes, 28 points to lead the floor, able to finish it off at the free throw line, going 7 of 8, also 7 rebounds. Brenna, first and foremost, congratulations. What does it mean for the first time in program history for this squad to make the EDC tournament championship and know that you punched your ticket on top of that to state yet again?
It's really special. We really wanted to play for our seniors, and obviously they deserve this win and to end their senior season to go to the championship.
And then you're going to either play West Fargo for an all-West Fargo showdown or Red River. You got a quality opponent coming up. But what did it take to beat Fargo Davies for the first time this season after coming up short the first 2 times here, Brenna?
We knew we had to be tough with the ball because they're an aggressive team, and we had to rebound and shoot well because the last time we played them we shot terribly. So we just had to convert and stay on top.
You limit them to a season-low 45 points. What was working in terms of that 2-3 zone, being active, finding shooters, and getting rebounds in that zone?
Well, we were aggressive on top, and then we rebounded really well, so that definitely helps.
Let's talk about the rebounds here. You had Carson, your teammate, finish with 9 boards, Maya Metcalf with 14. When those two can clean the window, what does that do for a guard like yourself?
It's an energy booster for sure, knowing that you can always look to them to get that board, and then you can run back and just do your own thing, I guess.
Going to be a lot of fun. Enjoy the next 48 hours. We'll see you here for the EDC Championship, and best of luck moving forward, Brenna.
Thank you.
That again, Brenna Dick here for West Fargo Sheyenne. We'll continue on our post-game show after this.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
As we come back here on our post-game show, let's get to our Enbridge Energy player of the game. And while you heard from her right there in Brenna Dick, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 assists. Brenna Dick played all 36 minutes as well. Brenna, with 28 points, is our Enbridge Energy player of the game here for West Fargo Sheyenne. When life takes energy, make sure you look at Enbridge.com. Life takes energy. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities as well. Again, that is Enbridge.com. As the Mustangs now improved to 15-8 on the season. To our RDK Enterprises feature precision, a play of the match in this one. And taking a look between the Eagles and the Mustangs. First, for Fargo Davies and Sheyenne, from a defensive point of view, it was a hard-fought game. Sheyenne holds Davies to their least amount of points on the season with 45. So that's part number 1. Part number 2 is winning both from a rebounding standpoint, +3. You're able to win +5 from turnovers and able to hit from the free throw line, 12 of 16 to 5 of 9 for Davies. So season low free throws and doing the little things well is our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the match. RDK Enterprises, for maintenance, parts, and upgraded options, they can help get ready for the spring planting season with RDK Enterprises. So for Fargo Davies, they just have their 2nd loss of the season. They'll play Fargo North on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock in the morning for that state qualifying game, while Sheyenne awaits the winner of our next contest between West Fargo and Grand Forks Red River. Sheyenne now at 15-8. Some of the final numbers, again, Brenna Dick with 28, Carson Sanders with 11 points, 9 rebounds, Peyton Breidenbach with 8 points, 5 boards, 7 points, 14 rebounds for Maya Metcalf, 2 on the way for Brooke Johnson. For Fargo Davies, Fallon Paginante with 17 points, Ashley Watcha 9 points, 11 rebounds, 8 points for Ashton Safransky, Macy Wielden with 4 points, 5 boards, 2 then for Everson, 2 for Franks, 1 for Quinn Sakari here for the Fargo Davies Eagles in this one. So that is the final. West Fargo Sheyenne picks up the win 56-45 over the Fargo Davies Eagles. We know Shanley beat West Fargo Horace 57-49. North down Wahpeton 79-64. And now Sheyenne awaits the winner of our next contest. We'll take a quick break. Make sure you go to yourliveevent.com to join us for the final game between Red River and West Fargo. Opening tip will be just over 15 to 20 minutes or so from now here on yourliveevent.com.